Grand evening, grand after the noon, grand new cycles. Today's discussion or conversation is about the twin flame, the soul rays, and karmic relationships. The format that we will go with at first will be direct channeling, invoking favors, and calling for healing. And then we'll do some questions and answers or cards, depending on those who are present and would like to have a draw. Yesterday's reading, both for our beloved Cajun Queen and myself, we saw the Lover's card and we also saw the Couples card. And we were given guidance that many things that are no longer in alignment with our highest good would be removed. We were also shown that karma has been satisfied in many cases, and that there would be triggers and initiations that would guide people to find like-minded people. The Divine Sisterhood indicated that there are pre-incarnated agreements that we've had with people, places, things, to encounter them energetically while we were in the physical form, in the material manifestation. So for many of us guided now to make changes, make leaps of faith, or to embark on new grounds, new territories, it is a sacred place to be. It's a beautiful beginning and ending in many cases to in darkness, or as I would say, periods of ignorance. So we said we would invoke favor, creating a healing space here so that our questions could be answered, and in the process, magic and rituals. What is magic? What is spirit? What is the element? What is energy? All those words are saying the same exact thing. Spirit, magic, inspiration, muse, ideas, bright ideas, hearing or seeing or perceiving or receiving communication from an unseen realm or a lighter frequency that you can't necessarily see and touch with your hands as physical objects, but just like the air, it is still very malleable and intelligent. So, Lady Lois, would you mind just bringing the rods out as we invoke favor on our audience and favor on those who will come at some point in the future?
Okay.
Please show us yes. Please show us no. To the 7 primary archangels and their feminine counterparts, the archeas, are you present?
Yes.
Thank you. To the Jophiel collective and the 12 archeas representing various galaxies in conjunct with ours, are you present?
Yes.
To the Council of Interplanetary Logis and Logos above the 14th density, the omniversal I Am collective consciousness, are you present?
Yes.
The Council of the Cosmos, the Creator or Prime Creator, Prime Creatrix energies, be present in this now.
Yes.
We invoke favor on the collective consciousness council of Mother Gaia. Mother Gaia, are you present?
Yes.
Divine Isis and Lord Osiris, are you present?
Yes.
Wonderful. Lady Sekhmet, Hathor, Tefnut, Sheshet, Anubis, and all the lords and ladies of the higher realm, are you present?
Yes.
Thank you. I invoke favor on us all. In the council of truth, may we begin.
Yes.
Thank you. So, enter the chamber of healing. We intend that for once and for all, even amongst what we call the mighty Elohims and the mighty Elohas, the feminine counterparts that have been responsible for the creation of material worlds and their offspring, the Bene Elohims, that this is a place of healing, a place of camaraderie, a place of bringing clarity to many misideations in reference to karmic cycles and relationships and soul sparks and soulmates. Healing in the divine chamber of Lady Isis. A spiritual gift of healing is coming to you now. Be open without expectation or preconceived notions, and allow the healing from the Lady Isis, Mistress of Magic, to help you find the best solution for any situation that does not appear as it should be. Take your time and create space into which her magic and energy can flow now. Expect your miracle. This article comes to you as a messenger. Prepare for great changes because they are on their way now. When the divine Lady Isis offers you a healing gift of magic, it is something to accept as a gift of unconditional love with open arms. It will be offered without agenda, with the only intent being for the highest good and spiritual growth. It will not be necessary to look or to feel like you expected it, but you will realize in the unfoldment of the process or circumstances that it was a spiritual healing gift from the divine, even though you may not have immediately recognized it as such at the time when it was rendered. You will be able to recognize the healing by the experience of it and its effects, even before the complete resolution of the issue at hand. The experience will be that the issue is somehow lifted from you, and the effect will be that the issue seems genuinely out of your control, and yet not out of control. This is the way that the gift of healing can come to you now. Time in sacred space to contemplate and reflect is extremely helpful to receive divine intervention as consciously, swiftly, and as fully as possible. This sacred space can be a physical place that allows you to put your day to day activities and thoughts to one side and instead indulge in just being as you are in this or in that particular moment. It might be a place in nature, your meditation space, or a healing room, maybe a sanctuary, or a place where you can be alone for a time. We begin this ritual by breath and breathing. Breathe in deeply to the count of 4. Hold, release. Breathe in, hold, release. Ideally, do this exercise physically, but if you cannot, then visualize it instead. Do this with the intention to surrender into a sacred place and receive the healing love of Isis. When we hold the intention to surrender into sacred space, we are opening up to other realms. Intentional surrender transforms an action into an element of ritual. Instead of simply acting, we imbue our activity with focused energy. It is the intention to surrender into sacred space that transforms a walk in the park into an inner journey into the chamber of healing. Take yourself to a place in nature that you love, a beach, beside a lake, in a forest, sand dunes, or a cave. It might even be near a favorite place, plant, animal, or perhaps with your pet, or your favorite tree in the garden, or in any park. Go mentally now to this place that feels nourishing to you at this time. Quietly in your heart, imagine connecting with the light of your own divine essence. Sense it within your heart as an outstretched pair of golden wings, glowing and growing with light and beauty. Then relax. Enjoy the space. Do nothing in particular. You may touch your surroundings, feeling the bark of the tree or the gathering shells or making patterns in the sand. Watch the waves and the lines as it leaves the shore, as it retreats back to the deep. Or listen to the leaves of the trees as the breeze moves through them. Feel the cool smoothness of rocks or stones, your crystals. Just enjoy. Be in your body. And if you're finding it difficult, stop thinking. If you're finding it difficult to switch off, just imagine you don't have a head, that you are just a body. Feel and connect with the space, and let your mind settle into the physical sensation of being in that beautiful place. Rest. Allow this process to flow through you. It has already begun. Be still, below the level of your conscious awareness. Now repeat after me. Healing comes, healing flows, healing blossoms, and it shows. I thank you, Lady Isis, for your love and light, for your healing gift through spiritual night. Bring me now to the light of this day, and healing blossoms without delay. Healing comes, healing flows, healing blossoms, and it shows. I thank you, Lady Isis, for your love and light, for your healing gift through spiritual night. Bring me now to the light of this day, and healing blossoms without delay. Healing comes, healing flows, healing blossoms, and it shows. I thank you, Lady Isis, for your love and light, your healing gift through the spiritual night. Bring me now to the light of this day, and healing blossoms without delay. I say, it is so, and so it is. As we go into the invocation for magic and ritual, we ask that this working in this sacred space be done for the greater collective here on earth, as in the plethora of multiversal spaces where this need for ritual magic, for healing and transmutation is needed on the most omniscient scale. We already have the music playing in the background and the candles are lit. The incense, frankincense, is burning. Lady Isis, who loves us unconditionally, and my own divine self now, in love, light, peace, and power, may blessings, protection, healing, and awakening abound. I dedicate my practice to divine love, and so be it. It is so. I am, I am, I am, I am the divine, the light of the divine. I am the love sublime. I am the peace beyond space, beyond time. I am, I am, I am. As you close your eyes and become aware of your heart and your body, from the base of your spine down to your toes and upwards to the crown of your head, until you are peacefully aware of what the inside of your body feels like with gentle awareness. Breathe in deeply, follow the breath, and keep your awareness in your body. When you are ready, visualize, imagine a soft ball of pure light within your heart, expanding with your breath until it fills your whole body and your energy field extending around your body. Now imagine sealing that light into a bubble of violet light and golden light in two layers wide, strong around your energy field. As this is done, gently open your eyes and place your hands in the prayer position with your forefingers touching your forehead, your head bowed slightly, and say, for divine light, love, and protection, I give thanks now. I am, I am, I am. We can say this incantation together. I am, I am, I am. I am the light divine. I am the love sublime. I am the peace beyond space and time. I am, I am, I am. Breathe in deeply. I am, I am, I am. I am the light divine. I am the love sublime. I am the peace beyond space and time. I am, I am, I am. I am, I am, I am. I am the light divine. I am the love sublime. I am the peace beyond space and time. I am, I am, I am. And so it is. It is so. Amen. Now, prior to your incarnation, as the divine sisterhood indicates, we have skillfully pre-planned our destiny to the very tiny, infinitesimal detail. Every person you have met, every interaction you've had, are also variants of your soul tribe, your soul group that have agreed to play the partners, parents, friends, nemesis, enemies in the simulation of your life. There are millions and millions of fragments of soul particles emanating from the same source that are here with you to make this simulation as realistically, as fun, as filled with knowledge and knowing as it could be, for the purpose of raising your vibratory fields to the elevation of your soul, the evolution of your soul consciousness. Even the mighty Elohims and Elohas once had existed as complete mental constructs in the heart of creatrix, from the mind of creator. And in order to fulfill these roles, had to experience the split apart, the fragmentation between masculine and feminine energies, as well as the resumption of the law of gender. Most all of us will have 17 or more incarnated, karmic, destined individuals, animals, friends that we would love, that would hold a mirror, that would help us in our elevation, in our fraternity, in our sorrows, and in our sorority. For many of us, even with the fall of the energies here as we descended into form, we can see the mirror in nature reflecting the birthing process as well as the insemination process, the coming together of opposites, of a semen and an ova that merges to form one sacred Merkaba, or a vehicle for life to be transported here into the physical plane. Just like meteorites and asteroids coming into Mother Gaia, the same held true for the fertilization process, for the selection of one specimen or one space semen to enter into the space of the ova, to create a perfect fit of genetic gifts, alleles, spiritual recorded fragments of all of your intergenerational memories stored in the fractal or the helical pattern of your DNA, genetic insemination. In the same process, the earth also cooled in her evolution, in her birthing. And as new minerals elements were brought in by comets and meteoroids and collided here, more complex life forms evolved, but first there were minerals. First there were crystalline. First, there was the dance of hot, cold, solid, liquid, and gaseous, all coming together, mirroring the same patterns that it is demonstrated in the womb, the portal of life. Many have found this separation to be unbearable because we know we are all pieces of the Creator. We are the divine sparks. Yet in this density, many have been misguided in believing there is only one true love, and then we seek that energetic connection from peer-to-peer connection between each other. When in truth and in fact, the connection that were to help us to come closer into our enlightenment states were the balancing of the gender within ourselves, the left and the right hemisphere, learning how to use the prehensile fingers and thumbs, understanding the value of the left hand, the right hand, the left hand path, the right hand path, the duality of yin and yang. As we create this dynamo of quantum mechanics, quantum physics, that's what the profundity of these bodies represent. The joining of spirit into matter. The sacred marriage, the sacred merger, the sacred emergence. Mer meaning the liquid, the river of life, the sacred fluids from which we are created in the amniotic sea of our mothers, from our fathers. And just as the zygote develops in the fetal stages from a cell complex into multicellular, we evolved into androgynous being, mirroring the life patterns from insects to reptiles to everything, all have the same gestational progression until the stem within you signals the arrival at your terminal point as a human or as a puppy, a dog, a cat. The mirroring process of life evolving. Your brotherhood, sisterhood, motherhood, fatherhood, aunts and uncles are all representing the same in the higher realms, just on a more larger scale where galaxies are involved. Mother Earth in her nestal form, or as the cradle of life, represents a merger of the cosmic genetic codons of the helix and the patterns of life from many great civilizations whose DNA are also embedded in our junk in the trunk. The ascension cycle is about fully imbuing the spirit, the formless, the etheric, into the material plane of existence. And as we become more proficient, fiche, we see that the pattern, the blueprint, the fiche, the microfiche, is intelligently imbued in the spiraling formation as it is in one grain of sand, so it is in the cosmos. I often use this as a teaching tool. See the concentric circles in a precise but though irregular pattern, moving through the formation of the eye. The zygote grows. All is dancing to the rhythm of life, the music of the spheres. Evolve into a smile. Evolve into the knowing that here we are again, incarnated yet again to play this game, the game of life. Every relationship that you've had in the past, qualified you to be in receivership now for this transmission. The Ida, the Pingala, the Kundalini forces of the elementary magic of earth, majestic of earth, the image, the joke, the laughter, image, jest, fun. One of the oldest names for the creator is laughter. Hey. The living word itself, that is a vibratory sequence. Lois can show you. It is the tetragrammaton. That which you wear, connect as a talisman, right there. Energized, infused as a sacred object. But yet, it is a disc. We're having a discussion. The information flows, or the attention goes where energy flows in your format. Your ions are receiving this vibratory information, and where resonance is found, we expand. It is as the law of action dictates. From oneness, vibration, action, correspondence. As it is in the above, so must it be below. As it is within, so is it expressed outwardly. We are that which we are. I am that which I am. A reminder, a remembrance key, or an energy that triggers a resonance code in your frequencies for all to see as one. Without a twin flame, will you be able to rekindle love in yourself or love in your own heart? Have we gone on a merry-go-round to finally figure out how can we love our self? How can we accept our uniqueness? Because we're all similar, yet we're all very unique aspects of the one. This is a rock. There are many rocks that carry the same content, yet none to the same until there is a refinement process where they can be cut to specificity to mirror each other. And even then, when becomes homogenized to look the same, each carries its own unique vibratory sequences. Let's just say you're there in a dance and they put on the electric slide and everybody knows how to do the cowboy boogie. And before you know it, there's a line dance going with the rules in mind that if you are not quite good at it, you're not quite sure, just find somebody else in the same formation and follow the leader, follow the leader. So is a metronome. If started at different time sequence, if they're on the same surface, eventually they find the rhythm and move in unison. Same holds for the universe. All of the objects eventually find the rhythm and they come into unison. That is the beauty of the macro and the micro experiencing itself. So, as you learn to fall in love with you and accept you unconditionally, seeing too that you being a part of the Creator, a part of the God self, the God consciousness, the Christ consciousness, the earth consciousness, the animal consciousness, the insectoid consciousness. It's all a part of consciousness playing its individuated role. As you learn to accept, you don't necessarily have to tolerate what is not in your vibratory field, but you can learn to accept. that it teaches you to appreciate your likes and dislikes. It gives you knowledge in knowing what is approved for you and what you don't wish to approve of. Learning how to create those parameters or acceptable parameters or boundaries in some languages. You know how to prevent the war, Aries, Ram, confinement, containment, how to console yourself from the agitation. Yet agitation will occur. But how can you use that friction? How can you use that momentum? How can you convert that energy for your highest good? The law of perpetual transmutation of energy. You are the empath receiving audio AU, which is 79 on the periodic table, the golden mean, the golden elixir, the formus or the ormus, the secretion of the chemicals in your brain that flows from pranic, tantric, kundalini life force, sexual energies, spiritual energies. These signals still all follow through the same neurosensory pathways of the brain, but it is a part of the heart's intelligence, that which allows the superconscious to work with the unconscious as well as the conscious, to learn how to deal with the id, deal with the ego, to blend it all into a super construct of dynamic computational scale. Are you, me, we, not the vessels of the Creator? Are we not all here appreciating these forms? So, any questions from anyone in the audience? Something's going on with Lois's signal. Sometimes I can't hear her, so she'll write your questions and I'll read it and I'll get back to it. Or if there's anyone who wants a card, the decks are all here. And Lois has her cards there as well. And she's rather equipped to handle all of these questions about twin energies. She just loves it.
Oh, goodness. I don't see anything in the chat yet.
All right, let me look in the chat box here. Oh boy. Oh girl. Well, I'm going to
Phyllis.
see. I don't know, is Spitfire there? Oh, Phyllis. Hello, Phyllis. A question for Phyllis. Wants to know her gifts. When you heard me speaking, Phyllis, were you able to sense or feel any physiological responses to the information? Because most scales that brings the empathic gifts to bearance comes when you're able to feel what another is feeling or start having a reaction to physical objects, places, or things, being able to sense a vibratory residual energy when you sit or brush up against someone. If their energies are very, very strong and you stay in that field and don't follow your frequency of going away or being able to diminish yourself or cloak yourself, you'll probably find that some places can make you physically ill, heat in your hands. So, in all likelihood, Phyllis, you have the gift of healing, typically dependent, showing the eye in the palm of the hand, heart chakra fully engaged and active. That is one of those empathic gifts that sometimes if you keep on pulling in energies from others without knowing how to transmute it by grounding yourself, you'll find that it could make you sick. Many empaths learn their gifts because they've taken on so much crap from other people that they've made themselves ill. You might find yourself with, repetitive strain, issues in the hands, or you may have found yourself being one of those persons who will be swift, smackata, Even the bully might find themselves in a place where they want to use their hands to heal, but they're so far on one spectrum or so introverted on the other that they don't know how to really find that center. So, Phyllis, you are here birthing something new in yourself. Remembering, I get a sensor on the right side of the belly by the navel. So, empathic gifts, intuitive scanning, being able to scan intuitively. The fancy name that they use in the New Age community could be something like an empathic intuitive medical diagnostic. I know that that's a mouthful, but it's where you clear and you're in your divine self. And then if you're around somebody who's sick or ill, you sense it. Look, I went right there to the book. It's on page 144. So it's the rising sun, the divine solar child reborn. This ritual is often best done in the sunrise. So if you ever wanted to do it with you directly, we'll invoke that favor and we'll be happy to do a Zoom just like this with the three of us or with whomever that resonates with this. The incantation I'll give for you is: Rising sun, I am your solar child. I bask in your love, free and wild. I am filled with your hope, endless and free. Your light and love fills all part of me. The darkness cast away, joy is now born with the sweetness of this spiritual dawn. Also, the scales of balance came for you, Phyllis. But the rising sun basically says for you, a dark phase is over and the struggle is over. A new phase is upon you, one of hope, glory, light, and triumph. It is one through boldness, persistence. Even when you felt like giving up, you chose to stay strong, to surrender to the divine, and to continue with the path. You have been through much, and now victory is upon you, beloved. For the divine solar child, a new consciousness within you is born. So, scales of balance also talks about being rightfully able to discernment, being able to cut through the bullshit real quick and call a spade, as we normally say. It says you're a tantrika, an initiate on the path of divine healing of the masculine and feminine. So this was a beautiful time for you to be here because you have to first become the soul mated in your body, bringing both your masculine and feminine energies into balance before you can be able to use the spiritual forces of Gnosticism, the enlightened awaken of your Kundalini energy, be wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove. In Christianity, they would be calling you a prayer warrior or someone with the gift of laying of hands, Himalayan hands. So the healing path is probably calling you loudly. So it says, the two sacred polarities that are universal to human experience, as these energies come into mutual respect and balance, you attain great power, presence, and healing effect in the world of the soul and in the human world of forms here on earth. You are supported in further exploring this path now under the auspices and blessings of beloved Isis. And it says you are also one of the divine warriors. See, it is coming out. The path of the divine warrior. I wouldn't necessarily call you a light worker, but I would say you're an energy worker, because being able to work with both light and dark and transmutate that for the highest good, perpetual law of transmutation, it triggers in the hand. Also, Raphael helps with his caduceus, balance, Libra, and ancient tantra of the soul, the uh, the mystical alchemist of Raziel. So I would look up Raziel. I would also look up Archangel Raphael and wear some green, because green is the energy of the heart chakra. And you'll probably find that if you practice a meditative ritual, especially during the full moon, where you have a green candle lit and let it burn, if you have one of those big ones, scrape off the writing on the outside, let that candle burn in your sacred space for the 3 days. This is a harvest moon, and it's time to start bringing in your gifts. I hope you resonate with that. Also, the amulet, the potency, the talisman that our beloved Lois showed you, it's available. We are ordering. We have about 10 that's coming in for some of those people who are guided to it. It's one of the hidden names and powerful names of God, the creator, source. It's really a triangulation of the energy in the format of a human frame, or where the chakras are in your body. So I would say communicate with Lois. The asking price for it with the ritual for infusion is $55.55. So by all means, come on board. We are part of the divine sisterhood and brotherhood in fellowship here for Gaia. We call ourselves the living fountains, the living waters. So welcome home. I hope you resonate with this. Thank you, Lady Phyllis. All right, Lady Deborah, you wish to create sacred space where you are. If you don't mind, just, you don't have to tell us, but just speak aloud your name and your date of birth in your sacred space. And I want you to follow me by saying, I am, I am, I am. And for those of you who are also in need of the same, do that as well. Lady Lois, your divining rods, please. Show us yes, please. Show us no, please. Cosmicael, be present.
Yes.
Be present with Lady Deborah and all on this thread in need of clearance.
Yes.
Breathe in deeply. You can put it down. I am, I am, I am all that I am. Invoked in the space, sacred alignment, I can. I call forth my higher self in full force, place, and form to be ever present here by my signal, by my divine will, by my decree, and so it is my command. For Deborah, I am going to invoke your dragon, because we all have one. We all have an angelic presence. Many of us have multiple. The rose pink dragon prepares your heart to connect with the higher facets of the cosmic heart. Open your heart to warm-hearted love and the diamond light. Connect with the love of the universe. Please take a look at this card and feel its energy permeating your space and wrapped around you at this time. I want you to remember as well, Deborah, perfect love casts away all fears. Perfect love casts away all fears. We practice this every breath. I am love, we are love, or in the tonation of saying, I love you, I love me. I forgive you. I forgive me. That is the Hiponopono ritual that is done over in Lemuria, or as you might call it, Hawaii, but they're all parts of the Mother's Kingdom's Caliphate. We invoke favor, we invoke divine release. We call for any and all nefarious energies in her presence, in her midst, surrounding herself, family, loved ones, her city, her grid, and the part of the world where she lives, now to be purified with the divine energies of Source. We call this forth into full existence, and so be it. It is so. In the cosmic council of the Elohims, we invoke this favor upon Mother Gaia for the healing and protection of all that is no longer in alignment with her physical, spiritual, etheric planes to be cleared. Our voice, our heart, our free wills aligned with divine will invokes this favor upon the earth, and it is so. And so it is. We call forth the seventh dimensional dragon energy now to be here present forthwith. The rose is the vibration of pure and beautiful, warm hearted love. And these seventh dimensional dragons radiate this higher octave. Our heart center, our chakras there, has 33 faucets with range from green of unconditional love through the pink to pure white. When we are ready to open the pure white transcendent petals in the center of our glowing heart, the rose pink dragon helps us to connect our heart with Venus, the cosmic heart, where we tune into cosmic love and oneness. I feel a clearing also taking place in your throat chakra, beloved. These beautiful dragons are attracted to us as soon as our heart is ready. We may feel our heart center become warm when they are near us. People will then respond to the rose pink that is starting to shine in our energy field. Receiving this card suggests that your higher heart is ready to connect to the cosmic heart. As the rose pink dragons, ask them now, connect and touch her heart center and those of us present. Sense the awakening and the expanding. I feel that on the left gluteus. Ew, something just shushed and burst me. Okay. When the four central petals are open, they sparkle with diamond light. They contain the higher faucets of love energy of the universe. Be aware of them lighting up so that all 33 faucets of your heart center can be active. You may see or sense a shaft of rose pink light flowing down your heart right up to the cosmic heart, which opens wide to you. Breathe soft, warm pink light into your aura and notice how you transcend your emotions as the rose pink dragons stay close to you and they light you up. The song I'm hearing in my head for you as well, beloved, is You Raise Me Up So I Can da, 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 da. Play that tonight when you're going into your relaxful state, and just know that it is already done. It is already done. It is already done. Left and right path working together in oneness. And so it is. Okay, and that was Lady Deborah. Fix it
Yes.
would like a card. Fix it. I'm feeling the dragon card for you. Was that what you'd like, sweetheart? Yes? All right. Then dragon it is. Okay. And then after fix it, Susie to anyone, a reading for Gaia. And I'll do that from the light language deck and the Isis deck for Lady Gaia. We invoked her presence earlier too. And she's just flying so beautiful. Da, 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 da. Fix it, fix it, fix it. Fix it. Give your initials if you don't mind. I know fix it is not your name. Getting a lot of pulses on the third eye for you, but I know privacy. You may just want to use your initial. And if you could as well, just say your name and birthday loud, invoking your voice and your higher self present there. Okay. So for Lady Fix It, thank you, JJ. All right, I've got the Alpha Dragon harnesses the divine masculine power of creation, destroying the old, visualize your dream, help to manifest your new world. And I also have the Water Dragon from Neptune, which deals with higher spiritual wisdom. So this is your Alpha Dragon right here, and your dragon from Neptune brings you a key, trident, and the key. And you see the spiraling patterns of the seahorses always showing you the infinite swirl of creation. Alpha dragon are ninth dimensional dragons, connecting a lot with source energy. These incredible galactic dragons carry Archangel's Metatron's highest light. They help to create the universe that we live in and continue to breathe the yang energy of manifestation into a world. Because they have the power of physical manifestation, they work with our thoughts when we are, or the collective mind of humanity, are ready to bring something into creation. These are enormous and powerful dragons. They only work for the highest good. As they can build, they can also destroy. They are entering our world now at the end of the old era and the start of the new to facilitate the destruction of that which no longer serves our planet and the construction of the new world at a much higher frequency. Alpha dragons are bringing you to a very special message. You are being called to demonstrate creative forces in your current project or experience. Fix it. So ask these magnificent beings to assist you and know that their masculine energy will empower and strengthen you as you visualize what you want to build. You can also ask these dragons to support you in constructing your new fifth dimensional world. As you hold the vision of a new golden age, they can take your pictures and breathe life into them. This is a card of raw power and creation to ensure, please ensure that your creations and your intentions are pure. The aquamarine dragon from Neptune, that's on page 82, that's a 10. Alpha Dragon is on page 106, 10-6. Hello, Richard. Hey, 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 hey. It's Fat Albert. Where's Albie? Not calling you Fat Albie. I'm just playing around. All right, so enables you to access your deepest soul wisdom. Spirituality and wisdom are available to you. Develop your psychic abilities and receive the ineffable soul knowledge. So that's why I was feeling that ping on the third eye. The instructions here are aquamarine dragons from Neptune are water dragons. They will flow around you, surrounding you with their aquamarine energy and awakening your psychic abilities. Connect with them often. For each time you do, they will light up more keys and codes in your true essence. This will bring you your soul contentment and a sense of your divine magnificence. You will experience higher levels of enlightenment and see your world and the universe through different eyes. Your guidance is to drink a glass of blessed water, and as you tune in to these dragons, they will be able to touch you more profoundly. So if you have water, I always keep water close by my altar whenever I'm doing spiritual work so that I can invoke favor. Water is holy, so if you all have your holy water there, just want you to know that these dragons flow around us. They also help us to access more of our ineffable soul knowledge and wisdom and pass it to others humbly and sincerely and honestly. They have the ability to pour liquid light into us, which builds up our crystalline light body more quickly and enables us to shine. I'll do a quick water code here. On your water, just invoke, left hand hold the bottle container, right hand hover. I speak, I invoke. I chant, I enchant. I speak the invocation code of enchantments now for the manifest in the highest density, in the lightest density, the highest vibration, the liquid sentient crystalline structures of the water. Hear me, hear us, hear we. Celebrato coronacia liquia per meroctoraverto perosonsi chiamara. Torvosun deliclia torosansar pledir vetor tosansri tiri romanda ashke. Nioka intuare de preto corosansi clidia amara. Amenti. Amen. And so it is. What I invoke for you, I invoke for all of us. As a collective, we are here in the sacred circle. So it must be, so it appears. And Susie, we said we would do an Isis reading for Lady Gaia and a light language. Mother Gaia, beloved sweetheart, dearest of my soul, giver of my physical body, I thank you. Be present here with us and tell us what you'd like us to know. I know many things are going on your surface as well as in your inner workings. Your children, mighty titans, are coming into form, bearing light, bearing lighter vibrational keys, lighter vibrational energies. Here we, as the light structures here on the earth are merging now more and more with their light essence and beings on the ground, we are rising up in resonance field, increasing the sentient and the sensitivity of your beings here, receptivity. So Mother Gaia is raising your sensitivities, and the divine animal friends are also shape shifting with us, helping us to merge more and more of their collective consciousness in with our collective consciousness as we work together as friends, as familiars, as dragons, as both in and out of time space as we build a more superstructure. The lion code again is symbolic of the Aleph, the Lion of Judah, Leo, August, Royal, Regal, Kings and Queens, Sisterhood, Brotherhoods, Negos, Nomos, or as they call us, High Priest, High Priestesses, the Serpent Magi, the Serpent Wise Ones, the Elder Ones from many various civilizations. Mayans, Quetzalcoatl, Chinese, Ancient Dragon, Egyptian, the Horus, symbol of the eye of wisdom. Many civilizations are now bearing fruit. They are not civilization of the past, but the past as unified now in this quantum field of entanglement with everyone. We are them, they are us, as we are, as we were. and we are now in eternal time to be. Uh, Spend time with your pet, soul companions on your journey. Start practicing the art of shape shifting, which is sitting with your pet or looking in their eyes. And as you match heartbeat and breath with your pet, you and them are one. The same life force flowing through you flows through them. You can do that as well with a tree. As you shape shift into that which you are focused intentionally, energy aligns, heart rate calibrates, synthesis occurs, and information is transferred in the language of feelings, in the language of emotions. Emotions and signals within your body activates more of the 144 chakra symbols within, hidden in latent dormancy. But with the full immersion of the light body above, within the light body here, matter and spirit become talismans of effective integration here on earth, as reminiscent of the sacred site, pulsing in the vertebra in the middle, central, high heart chakra, as in the sacred sites here on the earth, the meridian ley lines here on the earth, in your body is also active to process the same resonance. So as you can see, the music has changed. I'm not doing it. So that's the Beyonce. And apparently we're going to take it in a little hip hop style. So I hope you don't mind if it comes out like rap. So the Soul Mastery class for sensitivity says, you are becoming more sensitive to the energy and vibrations that precede all physical creation. We can all sense these energies, but our rational minds often override our feelings. Sense beyond what you see with your eyes and hear with your mind. Trust your heart will bring together the most up to date information through your senses. When we are open to sensing and feeling love, it also means that we're open to sensing and feeling fear. So, pretty much like we talked about with the earlier reader, that your gift of being able to sense energies, even latent energies that remain in objects after the person's left, or a home that may have been, one second.
I did also pull a card for Mother Gaia. I went to the round deck. I pulled Gemini, and it says a balance within duality. Higher, lower, male, female are interwoven to create a power that is new and most exciting.
I had chakra music on.
Integration of all aspects. Dualities offer options not previously considered. Life is seen from a new perspective. The other card, I pulled Law of Transmutation. It says you rise above frustrations and aggravations and see what lessons are contained. You find strength within weakness and then turn it to advantage. Through this energy, you transform yourself. Faith is the fuel for this energy. Through transformation, you use the light instead of just fueling it. The inner richness of death surfaces and you become expressions of the soul. And I pulled Universal Wisdom. Wisdom awaits your experience and application. Wisdom carries for you release and growth. Wisdom grows from experience and is different for every individual and every situation. Wisdom is not knowing, it is understanding. Wisdom is guiding you and opening you to greater mysteries of the universe. Live your wisdom, breathe life into it. And this is for Mother Gaia.
Hi. I was trying to hear, but I could hear a little bit. That's beautiful. You hear Mikey in the background, right? Oh, so you did that for Cassie, right? All right, Cassie, your reading is gonna come with Mikey, and when Mikey comes, ain't no telling what's gonna come through, because Mikey don't play. It's just the way he do. This was Free Willy. Will you be there? One of my favorites. One of these days we'll get Lois to get up and dance to it for us. Mold me. I'll be there. Show me. It's for Cassie. What? A bow? Micah. This is a black dragon from Saturn. Brings you wisdom through spiritual discipline. Concentrate, focus on your ultimate vision, and congratulate yourself, Cassie. You have passed the test. So many of us have gone through initiations recently, and now it's time for us to really celebrate and enjoy because the hard work, it has paid off. Now you can see this day, hoy, I'm trying to keep it in just one language form. So as you have sown, reap, so you will grow the fruits of your labor. You have earned the right to be here. So be enjoy, clear. It's time for you to dance. Understand the process of you have given and now to understand the flow of receptivity. We all have to be in cycles of receivership and flowing abundance. So as Michael is about to say, I think that's one of those fancy dance moves that Lois likes. She was more than just a beauty queen. You know, sometimes she can be a pretty mean fighting machine. And she knows she's the one. It ain't me, it's Michael's song. All I got to do is be here. Beauty queen. Did you guys listen this guy when he was alive and realize how much of his songs were really highly ascended songs? You know, Man in the Mirror was a classic one for me. And it wasn't until afterwards when I was going through ascension and literally stood in front of the mirror and cried out and was having this conversation with myself that that song finally made sense to me to go, oh shoot. So this guidance says, a black dragon from Saturn has appeared to you now, and it's time for you to address tasks with discipline and focus. Spiritual discipline is vital to ground the higher energies on your pathway. The black dragon will give you focus, concentration, determination, awareness, and the ability to plan and stick to a routine where necessary. Receiving this card is a true best blessing, and it indicates that your feet are firmly planted on your ascension path and you do everything for the highest good of all. This dragon also brings you congratulations from the angelic world as you have passed a test you have been undergoing, and it's time to celebrate your success, step forward with discipline, as well as joy and bliss. So it's time for you to dance. Are you ready to do the moonwalk? Look, I'm doing it in my head, not doing it in person. All right, let's see. Spitfire. I was asking about you earlier. Ah, Spitfire. Is she a dragon deck right now, or is she more of fire, fire, fire? Spitfire. Dragon deck. Okay. 13% at 814. Dragon, dragon, dragon. From his fire breathing dragon. Spitfire, what's your initial? I'm getting pulses on the third eye chakra. I think a lot of people are coming into clearer sight tonight. So much clearing going on anyway. You know, some of the people were thinking that it was frightening if you had your third eye open, and they were thinking maybe an eye was going to pop up right there on your forehead, but no. Third eye indication meaning that you're seeing beyond sight. You're able to see your dreams, and some very advanced people actually can read with their eyes closed, right? C. All right, good. Copiously copied now. Opening up the eyes for visual eyes to see. Show us for CCC. Yeah, you know how she do. She be like that one girl that's called Spitfire Baby. Uh-huh, she's the one. And she's no play with her. Yeah? Fire breathing. Time. Thor's red, black, and gold dragon protects you in times of change, a time of rapid transition and transformation. Relax, you're safe. And you know, Thor, the god of thunder, a whole bunch of dragons flying over, thunder of dragons. And he works with a couple of different archangels, not just the demigod Thor or the Norse god Thor. You'll also find that in the African pantheon, that would be Shango or Ogun. Poetry and war, wisdom, spit and fire, spell casting like rapid fire, ascension. So Thor is the god of thunder, the elemental master of fire, spit fire, and his red, black, and gold dragons carry powerful fire energy. For the optimum use of this blazing power, they connect with Mars and its ascendant aspect, Nigile, so they can act as peaceful spiritual warriors throughout the universe. Drawing this card to indicate that you are ready to change a situation, circumstances, or relationship, or you are already doing so. It might be challenging for you, but the universe is reminding you that you have earned the right to receive the support and assistance. Your guidance is to ask for an army of Thor's dragon, to clear the energies around you, and to protect you as you make this transformation. Ease and grace, divine favor. Then relax knowing that you are safe, guided, and supported. Thor's red, black, and gold dragons will ensure you make the changes in a way that is for your highest good and for all concerned. These are very hardworking warrior dragons, and they consume dense energy very rapidly and thoroughly. When they come to you with dedication, love, and wisdom, accept them. Accept with graciousness, because that's what they have to offer you. This is a call to service, and you're asked to send those dragons out to places and situations to protect. So send some of those energies over there to the Bahamas. We had to do a lot of clearing work for those souls that had gone through the water portal. And now we know that their relatives are there asking, why? So we send those supportive energies now to help them in that time where this is the springboard for bringing them into alignment with knowing of their higher self and digging deep through the grief portal to open up the heart chakras. So heal the world, make it a better place for you, for me, for the entire human race. And as we breathe love and light into all this, hello, Langdon, how are you? You know, things are clearing, and we just have to know that everybody's in divine alignment. We have brotherhood and sisterhood of souls that we incarnated with. And though they may be with us for a time, when the season and that cycle is over, we say praise, blessings, thank you for the reflections, given by our psychic mirrors, our karmic companions, our soulmates, our soul companions or soul tribe, and even to the ideation of how we thought about soulmates. We have to transcend that and understand that you are the mate that's in with your soul. Your soul and your body are mated into one. And as you learn to balance the hemispheres front and back, you become the best lover you've ever been looking for, the completeness in you. And you will attract other people with that same level of resonance, completion in themselves as well. So, what is no longer serving your highest good is being guided out of your space, out of your energy for the good of all, and you're moving forward. Lady Lois, anything to add on that?
Um, I pulled Landon a card. This is what I pulled for you, Landon. This is channeling your knowledge, clear expectations, and critical judgment. The affirmation is my mind is open. I receive my soul's guidance loud and clear. Automatic writing is safe and powerful process of channeling the spirit directly into writing. Like any or intuitive skill, it can be sharpened and improved with time and practice. More importantly, anyone can learn this skill. Without the active conscious self, the mind becomes free to instruct and navigate the individual. So maybe, writing or just creating something.
Okay, I'm at a 10% battery warning.
Mhm.
So I love everyone. I love everything. I hope you enjoyed what we did. And again, Lady Lois will put the link in for those who feel guided towards acquiring that talisman. Order for the full moon. We are putting those that we have in possession through the full moon ritual, imbuing them energetically to become talisman of potencies. So help guide the pantry to the living waters. 5555, if you've been seeing that number appearing often, it's time for transition. Sacred angel number 555. 55 resonates with Lord Metatron's energy and the semantica of the universal codex, the Metatronic cube, the Kuba, the Kaba, the rubric. Are you brick? Yes, we are. The brick of creating life forms. A lot of times when you see the way that I speak, it's not that I intend to be poetic all the time, but I just can't help it. That's how it comes out. Um, Lois will tell you there are times when I speak languages that are not humanly possible for this vocal cords, but somehow it comes out and it brings a lot of fire in the body when that energy comes down from the crown, plasmic, and also rises up from Mother Gaia because, her energies are coming through crystal diamond-like clear now. Dia means goddess, Monde means world, so she's a world matriarchal divine being. So her energies have been heightened, and it grabs you by the feet. You better put your foot in a bucket of water and soak it down to bring that heat. So if you feel a lot of these hot flashes rising up in your feet, especially, it starts there. Kundalini rising. If you need some help, send Lois or myself an email. We'll be happy to help you because it just means you're being called into a deeper spiritual discipline where night or day you're being woken up at the same time all the time. It's time for you to get into your priestly mode or your priestess mode. Your higher self is calling on you to transmit like transistors or satellite to bring this type of energy into Mother Gaia. It's what we've been trained to do before we were born, so it's okay. Make a difference in the world. I am God, you are God. I am love, we are love. It's a consciousness thing.
Yeah.
Ready to dance? Michael's talking about that man in the mirror. Uh, uh. Yeah, see? Showing Nelson Mandela, all these protests and things going on all over the world. We're going to invoke favor using the languages of light to bring peaceful resolution to those who are in fright, those who are transiting now through these portals, hunger. We see these issues societally as societies fail, and we cry here, we hail, inhale, homes, building forms, creating a new norm. It is time, solidarity coming together. It's the pole inversion, time to end these parts of segmented duality. It's no time to bring this into fruition again. It's time to see the lessons from the error and make that change. Transiting now, we invoke the time. Yoko Uno C, like tomorrow, John Lennon D, and all are we calling here. We love, we love, we love. Ento a credo mara to sensiki to Roberto Caraba. Elodo anti agra to the centri to rosa amparia to abracadabra yeshun gerelictiera sondore clitoro san santere cleabara. Nerversa urzindigia shu and accaverto cador ramanduro coresi. Abra the eyes so they can see from the acts of virtue we be invoking a sacred mandala now inside of the chest caress. And as the soul expands, for all to remember their first love is starting right there. We who had a dream now see, climbing to the mountaintops, brothers and sisters, now we be. Eye color shouldn't matter, just like skin. We are here to make this examine. We are that which we are, bringing peaceful resolution to change. And so it is. It is so. Lay your weapons of war down, make them plowshares, and bring food to everyone who can hear. And it is, it is, it is. Amen.
Thank you
Thank
for
you.
that.
I
I
am
know
love.
yes. I am love. We are love.
We are love.
Thank y'all for watching.